Hello, and welcome to round 2 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
Usually on this podcast, we talk about parenting issues, but once a week, Terry and I like to get together to discuss TV, movies, books, and other entertainment topics, because it's nice to talk about something other than parenting for a change. This week, we're continuing with our watch of the second season of Veronica Mars, with one episode from the second season. It is the 19th, so we're getting close.
So close.
But first, Dancing with the Stars.
Man.
No particular theme, because there were a few, dance for my dead loved one.
Yes.
But there was also Backstreet's Back. So, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then the theme of the night was, it's live, things happen.
Oh my goodness. I guess all their considerable resources were occupied making the fake crowd sound particularly lively. Yelling out things, booing, cheering, hooting.
Yes.
And it's, we have to have results? Oh, shoot, we forgot about that.
Hold on. And we have 10 seconds to...
Golly.
They take so long reading
Yes.
off
Yes.
who is staying. And then they hustle the judges through saying who they're going to save. And it's just not nice.
No.
You could really rethink the timing there.
Absolutely. I mean, they used to, at one point, they said, they would name 4 couples and say, step forward and, you're safe. And do it in a batch, but do it once, suspensefully, one after the other. Takes so much time, and then you have no time. And then they had this whole screw-up where she named the final 2, but there were 3 couples, and she said, oh, no, wait, that final 2 is wrong, and there was all this scrambling to get the right people, and you had to pull somebody from that you'd already told was safe back out, and that takes a tremendous amount of time, and then the judges have to decide who to save, except she keeps rushing them, but it's it takes the same amount of time for Derek to say 10 words as for you to say 10 words. If you would shut up, he could get a sentence.
He could speak. Yeah, because, they're putting the judges on the spot of having to get rid of somebody.
Yes.
And it would be kinder to let them have a second to say something nice about the person that they're sending home.
Yeah.
That's what they want to do.
Right. And then the person eliminated might be nice for them to say a couple of words.
Right.
It's just so very screwed up. And, there's been time issues in the past, but when you add the screwing up the results in there, that's terrible. That's just really bad. It's live, and I understand it's quick because you have to wait till the final commercial to get all the voting in, but it is still a professional operation. They presumably have a crew of people working to put this together. It's not like, Tyra and the judges are counting pieces of paper or something right up to the last second.
Quickly in the back room.
Yeah. What the heck is wrong with you people?
And I also, we've talked about this before, but the way that after the judges give their critique, then Tyra asks more questions.
Yes.
Which are not even about the dance or how it went. They're about what was in the package. We already saw the package. Just move on from that now.
If we could clip all that time, then you would have time for a decent finale.
Yeah.
It's just so unnecessary, other than the fact that it gives her something to do, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy she was not in the little intro bit, but then she immediately came out after it and was talking about the song, which... This is not your show. Right. We don't care what you think. I guess it is her show, but still. Could we have some dancing, please?
Right. And I didn't love that little PSA they did.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, it's just the world is on fire. There's so much going on. That there could be a real PSA about.
Oh.
Do we need a fake PSA about how their celebrities have fragile egos?
I don't know. I enjoyed it.
I mean, it was cute. I just thought, like, is this the tone?
Maybe not.
For the current time.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that the dancing in general was better than it has been, and pretty much everybody seems to be stepping up. And there were some dances I really particularly liked, but I thought that the scoring was just all over the place.
But yet it was in quite a narrow band.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of 7s.
And a whole bunch of 8s.
And then at the end, it was like suddenly a 9 and a 10 for dances that I didn't think were significantly better than the things that had gotten 8s.
Right. Agreed.
So, perhaps it's to pad somebody who's not getting votes that you want to keep around. Mm-hmm. Or what, but it just doesn't look right. And it's just like, well, is this just a recency bias that the last couple of people who go get better last few people who go get better scores?
Right.
Or is it, so that was, I really like the way the judges are giving comments. I think they're a little more, compact and helpful and couched in a very, both the compliments and the criticisms are couched in a very positive way, which I think has not always been the case, and I really like that. But the actual numbers seemed weird to me in a lot
of Yeah, it either just seems like, what is the difference between a 7 and an 8? Yeah. Because we can't tell from what the people are doing.
Right. Yeah, and from, even what gets said as to how perfect something is. So I don't know. At this point, it doesn't really matter that much. There's a clear band of people who are probably going to go before other people. Mm-hmm. But I really, really liked Monica's dance tonight. I thought that she just made a big leap as she stopped looking insecure and, uncertain and seemed to really throw herself into that. And she looked good. So I was glad that she got saved. I was pretty sure she would be.
Yeah, when it was those two.
Yeah, but I think it's too bad that she was in the bottom 2, given that I thought she did. Mm-hmm. I gave her 5 votes, so I'm probably the one who put her over the top.
Yeah. Take the credit.
But, no, but they were talking about she had all these steps in there and everything, how great everything was, and then she wound up kind of middle of the pack. So...
Yeah, she wound up, I wrote it down.
Like she had the 8s, right? She had 3 8s?
She had 3 8s.
Yep. Like a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, like many other people. Neve, Justina, Johnny,
yes,
and AJ all got.
Yeah.
And Caitlin just got 1 9, 2 8, 9.
I did not see anything niner about that dance than any of the other 8s. Mm-hmm. And I thought Johnny's dance, while spirited and fun, is all sloppy. Mm-hmm. Still don't feel like he's got control over what he's doing. But, so I would have maybe not given that as good as some of the others. But, I mean, what do I know? I'm not a dance professional, but I call.
You're a dance watching professional.
Not even that. But Sky's dance was fine. I don't think it was a 10.
No.
So, I mean, is it a mercy 10 because you told a sad story?
Right. Or
that's what my daughter thought, and she was very sad about the sad story. She knew the actor she was talking about and was very moved by it. So, and it's like, but you're not really supposed to be giving scores based on the package.
Yeah.
But they do. They totally do. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
And we have the Backstreet Boys reunited by technology. It was kind of
that
wacky.
Was bizarre, especially since they were so humongous, and then he was dancing among them as this teeny tiny little ant person.
Yeah, and he wasn't even like, they weren't, to use a phrase, in sync quite. Like, I didn't think they were quite dancing in sync. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
And also, he's supposed to be dancing with Cheryl. So.
Yes, not the Backstreet Boys, exactly.
But I did enjoy him constantly ask if he looked like Vin Diesel in that opening thing. That amused me. A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, AJ.
Yeah.
So. Well, whatever the merits or demerits of the episode were, they all got wiped away by that hot mess of an ending.
Yes.
I feel like they're taking notes about Tyra and she's doing less and less, but still too much. You got to turn the Tyra dial more to the left, further down.
Right.
Come on.
Yep.
By the end of the season, she'll just be coming out to say hello and goodbye.
Just wave.
She'll be on the balcony, and every now and then they'll throw the camera up to her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'd be about right.
Exactly. Got a little glimpse of Emma in the balcony today.
Oh, I didn't see. I missed.
Yeah.
Was Pasha there too?
I don't remember
spousal
seeing
support.
Pasha. He wasn't with Emma when they showed Emma. So, but yeah, cheering for Sasha and Justina. So
yay.
So, well, next week is 80s night, so can't miss that.
Reaching way back into the vaults for those old-fashioned 80s things. I was in college in the 80s. I was a young professional in the 80s.
Well, then this will all
Is it really all that long ago? When I was in high school, we did 50s. Is 80s like 50s now? I feel ancient.
Yes. I think the kids are even doing 90s things some of the time. So, when they do have, events like dressing up days, which we can't do right now. So. Oh, dear.
Oh, well. Get it together, Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, please. Work on yourself in the coming week.
More professional production, less time fine-tuning your crowd noises. We all know there's nobody there. It's creepy. Stop it.
Agreed. So, giving with the usual trend of a terrible title that means almost nothing, this episode of Veronica Mars was called Nevermind the Buttocks, which apparently was just a reference to the fact that during the bus crash day, Gia Goodman saw someone moon her from a car.
Yes, from a car that is the focus of Veronica's Case of the Week investigation. But again, I have to feel like they thought of this title and thought, that'd be funny. Let's write something so that we can have this.
Yeah.
So, all right, Veronica's investigating a car. Somebody saw that car with somebody mooning in it. There, we got our title.
Yeah.
And
so
lame.
No.
So
please, unnecessary.
Please do not. That entire plot was so unnecessary, especially because in the end, she doesn't tell the guy. Personally, I would have sent that kid to jail to off Liam Fitzpatrick. I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah.
I think all of Neptune and probably all the world and certainly all viewers of Veronica Mars would be better off.
Yes. With the one less Fitzpatrick in the world because there's 12 more behind him. So
the omnipresence of these evil guys is annoying and unlikely enough without the fact that they were never mentioned in season 1.
Right.
They never came up. There was not a word about them. There was not just like a sideways allusion to them. Nothing. And yet they seem to be in everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're the biggest gang. They do all the drugs. They're in league with duplicitous wives of rich guys. They're everywhere.
Yes. How did this happen without our knowledge? Come on.
A noble private detective is just doing his work, and all of a sudden there's a Fitzpatrick there. Come on, just stop. What is it with these people? Put arrows in all of their throats, young man. Go. They all killed your dog, every one of them.
Every single Fitzpatrick was involved.
Robin Hood, go take care of them.
Yeah.
I think no jury would convict. Possibly he would get a medal from Woody Goodman.
Yeah. There was no Sheriff Lamb in this episode, I noticed.
Maybe he could be sheriff, that kid, Just turn up at various teenage parties on the beach with his bow and arrow and say, run. And,
They would.
Yep. He could have dispatched Aaron pretty quickly. That'd be cool,
Yeah, and that's the other thing that came up in this episode. Like, oh, by the way, here's some potential evidence that Aaron didn't actually kill Lily.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was Chekhov's Duncan's hair from the shower. But, and how long had Duncan not been in that hotel room? And his hair was still in the shower drain?
That says something about the housekeeping at the Neptune Grand.
Yeah, I think if I were Logan, I would ask for some, or the Canes or whoever's still paying for that suite. That could have just been anybody's hair, really, but apparently it's Duncan's. But now how did he get on something that belongs to Aaron that was buried, that had Lily's blood on it? Was that actually the instrument, the murder thing, and Aaron buried it, and then he had somebody dig it back up and put a hair on it? It seems like there would be so much more easy ways to implicate Duncan than this.
Right.
This has just become like a big bowl of red herrings, this show. It's just they can't stop themselves. They gotta just keep doing more and more complicated things. There's not one possibility for the bus crash. There's 25 possibilities for the bus crash.
I know.
And they're coming to us in dreams, and they're coming in, different characters just suddenly stopping and saying, who I think did the bus crash? This is what I think happened. Just stop. Just solve it.
And just leave.
It was Steve Guttenberg. We all know it. Can we get there?
And let's leave Lily Kane and Harry Hamlin in season 1.
Yes.
That was the whole point of season 1.
Yes. I would have been very happy if this is they just said, and he went to jail forever, and that was the end of it. Once there's trials and stuff, it's never going to stand up. Either he's going to weasel out of it one way or another. But I'm sure that the caseloads in Southern California are huge or something, but didn't this all happen like a year ago in the show's time? Because since that happened, Veronica had a summer romance. We went all through the school year, and now Wallace and Jackie are talking about there being 5 weeks left till graduation. He's been in jail a year, and they're still doing depositions, or they're just doing depositions.
Right.
What? How is this possible?
No.
He's been in jail without bail for a year.
Right.
And a good place for him, too. But still, I would think that his money could buy legal counsel that would get him out of there sooner than this.
Right. Except his house burned
weird
down, too.
Yeah, well, he has no place to live, so he thought, you know what, jail's pretty cozy.
Right.
I've made some friends.
Everybody here wants my autograph and likes my movies.
I guess so. It's just, I don't understand this show. It's just, I mean, I think they did a pretty good job with the first season in drawing out that mystery and having it be kind of a surprise and all the pieces fit into place. But this is just, they don't seem to know what they're doing. First thing, they have 2 season-long mysteries, and then, can't seem to decide what they want to do with either one of them. It's getting tiresome.
Good thing it's almost over.
Yeah. 3 more episodes after this.
That's right.
Hey.
Yeah, what else happened in this one?
Well, lots of Weevil.
I
hate to ask this because this is uncharitable and maybe just a lack of observational skills on my part, but did that actor always have such huge white teeth? In that scene where he's confronting the Fitzpatricks, it looks like he just got himself like brand new dentures or something right before going to get to do his speech. And I can't remember. I mean, it seems improbable for somebody in his particular status in Neptune to have A+ dental work, but you go, guy. Maybe you did a deal with some fancy dentist and
maybe
he set you up.
The The Fitzpatricks have a plastic surgeon, so maybe the PCHers have a dentist.
That could be.
Well, now, speaking of Weevil, like, there was all this stuff where Veronica was ridiculously accusing him of having something to do with the bus crash.
Yes.
And then she's talking to him about Thumper. Now, how does he know that Thumper was in the stadium when it got crushed?
How does he know? Because he used that as a pun.
Yeah.
Which everybody just went, oh, I don't know. He would not know.
He wouldn't know, right? Unless he was like in league with the Fitzpatricks, which I don't think he is.
I don't think he was. Maybe he just kind of followed them when they were doing whatever they were doing or something.
I guess.
Or he's just, that seemed like the kind of thing they would do.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
or the screenwriter, the script writers just couldn't help themselves.
They just gave him a little.
They had to have somebody say it. So.
Yeah.
I vote for that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Veronica thinking that he did the bus crash. Like, come on, girl. We know you're better than this. Like,
yes.
That's not what happened.
And the number of, I mean, if you think of that plan through, so he's doing all of this because he wants to kill Logan, but he's not, it turns out Logan doesn't actually go. And then he does it by giving Dick a bag with a bomb in it, but he doesn't actually know whether Dick keeps the bomb. The bomb goes to somebody else. And with all these what ifs, he's just going to go ahead and hit the thing and blow something up and just hope that,
see what happens.
You know, it seems like he might have gotten word somewhere along the line that Logan wasn't there, or that the rich kids were going in a separate car, or that it just seems like a lot of loose ends.
Yeah.
He seems to be more of a precision guy.
Exactly. And there were many other ways to
he could
hurt
have just
Logan.
Driven up beside them and fired into a tire on the limo and sent it off. You know, he wouldn't have been with all this bombs in a goodie bag.
Right. Well, and we already saw way back in the beginning of the season somebody shoot into the car where Logan and Veronica were.
Right.
So why not?
If he wanted to kill Logan, Logan would be dead.
Yeah.
So, and he's not, delightfully, so he can just have his little 5 minutes of snark per episode.
Exactly.
Gotta love it.
Mm-hmm. What else? Wallace and Jackie. Wallace, when he said something awful to Jackie about her dad, I was like, Wallace, come on.
That all, I don't know. Jackie is just, like, turned into a completely different character from when she started, and that's fine. She seems very nice. I wish good luck to her at the Sorbonne. Although, is she going to the Sorbonne by way of Hearst College also? I can't remember if she's in the next season.
Oh, I don't know. And is she paying for it with her job at Jabba the Hutt?
That's right. If everything gets repossessed, does she still get to go to school in Europe? I wonder. So it's like if she gets to go away to school, then that actress is out of a job. So which way do we root? For the character, oh my goodness, get out of here if you can. Run. Take Wallace with you.
Yes, please. Just like, what was the movie? Say Anything, where Ione Skye goes away to school, travels to Europe or wherever, and she just takes John Cusack with her.
Yes.
Let's do it that way.
Absolutely. And he would probably be just as comforting on the airplane.
Yes. And they could have scenes, like, every couple episodes.
Yes.
Wallace and Jackie's Adventures in Paris.
Right.
Absolutely.
That would be
plan.
Maybe they could meet up with Duncan, who's now an international wanted man, but still, probably could buy them some champagne at a fancy spot.
Mm-hmm. With the baby.
Mm-hmm.
She'll tag along.
She'll tag along.
Bring babies to bars in France, so they don't
sophisticated. She's a sophisticated young lady.
Exactly.
And then we have apparently Kendall Casablancas, not really just a bimbo gold digger, but an evil mastermind, though she has shown no evidence of being masterly or mindful. And she's not even actually Kendall.
That's
she's
right.
somebody else. This is all some major. Where did this come from?
Also, like, okay, so the story is that she was involved in a car accident and a young girl named Kendall was killed.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just went ahead and assumed this girl's identity. Like,
at a later time, I think.
Okay. Because, I mean, how do you... They know that she died. I don't know. I'm confused as to how that...
Sometimes you have to let art wash over you. Or whatever this is. Motor oil-filled bus crash water. Wash over you. I.e. Is everybody in league with the Fitzpatricks? Yeah, we got a prom episode coming up, apparently. What's going to happen in the prom episode? Because know it's going to be something big. Is it going to be Aaron turning up? Is it going to be bus crash nonsense? Is it going to be a setup for season 3? It'll be something.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll find out.
I ain't looking forward to it.
Next week, the episode is called Look Who's Stalking.
Well, that doesn't sound like fun. You know who we haven't seen enough of this season? Not nearly enough of after he was such a big bad in season 1? Clarence Weedman.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, man? We need you. There's stuff that needs to be afoot.
Right.
There's threats to the Kane family.
Yes.
You know what to do, man.
Yeah, he could solve this, like, Oscar nonsense.
Absolutely.
In a heartbeat. So.
Where is he?
Get him in here.
Come back.
Get him in here.
Absolutely.
All right.
So.
Well, next week we'll talk about that next episode. And also we'll keep going with Dancing with the Stars. And that'll be it for our round 2 today. Please subscribe to our Parenting Roundabout podcast so you won't miss any of our episodes. We have something new for you every weekday. As always, you can find recaps, links, and an opportunity to comment on our website at parentingroundabout.com. Bye, Terry.
Bye, Catherine.
Bye, everyone.